Are we all good?
We're good.
Okay, thank you all. Everyone may make their way in front of the complex with the exception of the Prime Minister.
Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be back in the Northwest Territories, to be here as well in Inuit-Nunavut, and for this meeting of the Inuit-Crown Partnership, my council. It's my first as Prime Minister. We have a very charged agenda, lots to discuss. Of course, at the core is this opportunity to build major projects, nation-building projects across Inuit-Nunavut, across the Northwest Territories, across Canada, in partnership. So that will be the core of our discussions today. But as well, we'll address issues around Arctic security, defense, and education, health, social services for our people. C'est un grand plaisir d'être ici au territoire du Nord-Ouest et au Inuit-Nunavut afin d'avoir une réunion de partenariat entre la couronne et les peuples, les Inuits, afin d'avoir des discussions sur des grands projets ici au territoire du Nord-Ouest, des grands projets partout au Canada, et d'avoir aussi des discussions sur la nécessité, malheureusement, la nécessité de renforcer la sécurité et la défense du Canada et du nord du Canada. With that, please take your questions.
There are concerns from Inuit leaders that C5 does not respect their modern treaties, which specifically outline the need for development and environmental assessments.
Yeah.
Will you still proceed with upfront approvals?
I will. To be absolutely clear, C5 fully respects modern treaty, all treaty rights, modern treaty rights, and environmental assessments consistent with those treaty rights is one of the things we'll discuss directly. What at its heart C5 does is it makes the federal participation in any project more efficient and more effective. One of the issues that has been the case here across Inuit-Nunavut and Northwest Territories across Canada is that the federal government has been a less effective partner. And what C5 helps us do is be a more effective partner. One of the aspects of that, to the second part of your question, is coordinating much better with the environmental assessments that are done, if I might say, with provinces as an example, but under and consistent with modern treaties.
En français?
En français, c'est absolument au sein du C5, c'est le respect des accords modernes et les approvisionnements environnementaux consistants, qui sont absolument consistants avec les accords modernes. Et au fond, C5, c'est un projet de loi qui rend le gouvernement fédéral plus efficace en ce qui concerne la grande construction des grands projets à l'échelle nationale. Merci. Thank you.
So Jordan's principle is designed to ensure Indigenous children have sustainable, equal access to government services. Recent administrative changes by the federal government have led to the loss of around 79 educational positions in Yellowknife School, several of which have large numbers of Indigenous students. Premier R.J. Simpson reportedly raised this issue with you directly. Will you commit to restoring Jordan's principal funding for these schools? And if not, can you explain why, please?
Well, I've had a number of discussions with Premier Simpson, including yesterday, around a range of issues. That's the first. We're absolutely committed to ensuring that our youth get a proper education, proper social services, and we provide the funding according to that, consistent with that. We will be discussing today the Inuit Child First approach, and making sure that we can provide. One of the issues that will be addressed today is, or discussed today and needs to be addressed, is more stable and secure funding for the Inuit Child First program.
We'll do one last question.
Just on on Gaza.
Is there anyone else? Yeah.
Yep. Kevin with you,
Yeah.
Carly. The IRC is investing in LNG here. How do you see the future of LNG across Canada and the IRC's role in that?
Well, the first is it's interesting. I mean, in some respects, the second part of your question obviously is a question more for the IRC to answer. They're fully autonomous and very sophisticated in these matters. With respect to LNG and more simply gas, obviously, we know we're here in Inuvik. Existing gas resources are depleting, and there's a need for replenishment. The energy systems here or there, so it starts with that. We see for Canada a role in full partnership with the Inuit rights holders. I'm saying that because I'm in here, but also with First Nations right holders. Tremendous opportunities in LNG. We have, for example, the Cedar LNG project in British Columbia, which is in full partnership with the Haisla Nation. LNG Canada is another example. We see a host of opportunities there. And so that's part of what we're trying to determine is organizations, and I'll finish here, which organizations such as the IRC who bring ideas, bring their expertise, and then what can we do as the federal government to help facilitate that all. And this is probably the right place to end it, to go back to the previous question, or the first question, all consistent with the environmental standards, and in Inuit-Nunagat, consistent with those procedures outlined in the modern treaties.
Prime Minister,
Thank
just
you
really
very much.
quickly on Gaza, you said that your government is prepared to take more actions. What more actions are you prepared to take?